Hello, I'm Chirishri and welcome back to my channel. So this will be a video about false twin flame journey and true twin flame journey. So, false twin flame journey. What does a false twin flame journey feel like? It feels like the wishy-washy reality where synchronicities are all around, yet there is something unusual happening and something just does not fit in, something does not feel right, but you're prolonging your process, trying to hold on to it because you cannot take it anymore. You have the fear of being left single because maybe you have had chain relationships, but at the same time you do have the ability to call out yourself, to have the ability to seek beyond, to have the ability to go through the layers by layers process of assessing and understanding yourself. And that is why you have the ability to also assess through and accept the journey as a false twin flame journey in the first place. A false twin flame journey, the person will constantly bring you down. They'll bring the worst out of you. They will make you feel really triggered in the wrong dark places where you do not need to be triggered, you do not intend to be triggered, but you have chosen that soul contract to go that deep within yourself, to know yourself that deeply, to that raw and authentically, because either you're fighting for a truth or you're seeking for a truth deep down about some sphere in your life, about something in your life. And this very deep-seated understanding, this very deep-seated happenstance, this very deep-seated prolonged proceedings take you through the journey and often make you feel this is the twin flame journey. When the person vanishes after taking, that person can take from you. The person will always come to you to take something from you. The person is always taking things from you. The person is never giving things to you. They hardly have given you anything in every sphere of life, but they have taken a lot from you. They constantly take from you and never give. When it is time to give you anything, they just run away. They're not there. More to that, they'll never open up to be their true self to you, even if you do all the possible things you can to get their love, but you'd never be enough, never have enough to get their love because they leave you stupid reasons not to commit. They will always find some flaw in you, always be there to complain about something or the other in you, and they'll never be in a state where they are supporting you for who you truly are. They always want to change you. They always want to tell you what is right for you and what you really need. And they often might even tell you dialogues like, "Oh, you don't want that, you need this. I know better than you what you need." This is a typical narcissistic gaslighting approach. And they'll even tell you, "Oh, you're too much. You don't need to feel your emotions and feelings all that much. Just don't get into spirituality that much. Whatever you just talk about, that's not even real." That is what a false twin flame relationship is like. Only if they are interested with you to do work with you, that might fairly enough because of the money that they get. Otherwise, they simply don't care about you. And if you're in those phases where you are hell-bent on calling a false twin flame your true twin flame, likely if you've met your twin flame, you'll think these are the characteristics of that person who you probably do not want to call your twin flame, if in case you're in a false twin flame journey. And or you might just feel very triggered that no, this person I'm thinking about cannot be my false twin flame, because that is one of the main stages in the false twin flame journey, where you'll be kept in that journey which looks like twin flame but isn't, because it is not real, and you wouldn't really know it unless and until you have known what is not yours, what is not real in you, and what is the reality you're trying to live out of fear. Your false twin flame is the projection of all your fears together so that you can face them all, to see your ultimate truth and seek your ultimate truth, and really have the ability to call out yourself there and to seek beyond and go through that pain to ultimately break through all the barriers, all the threshold, to ultimately land up in a space where you are in peace, to see your own truth without having the fear of losing someone, because you have started to love yourself now. A twin flame journey will always be uplifting. You guys will share a very raw and authentic relationship. Both of you will share same interest, and you guys can go on talking for hours and hours. A false twin flame and you will be more of a listening conversation where you do not like actually what they want to say. When you really realize things on a deeper level, you find it boring, and they hate what you say too. And literally, it's a love-hate relationship. Whereas with the twin flame relationship, you have a very lovey-dovey relationship, but then things can really go extreme and intense if you have unhealed wounds or karma which needs to be healed and worked upon, and places in you which you really need to heal, and the chakras in you where you need to balance out, or anything that you want to do to balance out your emotions, whether by feeling it or calling out yourself in the area of truth, or choosing not to do that, but just to heal yourself layer by layer energetically, and then move through the process. In either way, it is a pathway of your divine feminine and masculine merging to happen within you. And in this journey, the false twin flame journey is often the portal to your true twin flame journey, and it is often a karmic soulless portal where you go through a lot of triumphs and tribulations to finally move out of all those barriers and resistance that you've put on in yourself because of some fear, by not realizing how vast the universe is and how much possibilities are there. So by creating what is truly yours, you are not harming anybody, but you're actually living in the vibration of satisfaction and happiness within, which is why you are spreading more peace. And for that, the very needed reason is to be able to see your raw, authentic truth without caring about what society has to say or how you're seeking validation, but to push them all out and be yourself completely. And this is the journey of complete transformation. This is the journey of a complete new beginning altogether, of a new era when you come into the twin flame journey, because you really realize the worth of love. And maybe you've met your twin flame, or you're about to meet your twin flame. When you meet your twin flame, you do feel like this is the end of the world, or I have come home. I don't need to really pretend to be anybody else. Oh, I feel so safe and comfortable, like I'm so relaxed in this relationship. And the person feels like you've really known that person. You can talk to them about literally anything, go on for hours and hours. You and the person will be raw and authentic to each other. Nobody will judge each other. Both of you will be bringing the best out of yourself. It will be a relationship where you can really do anything for each other. Your core values and principles will be exactly the same deep down. You both are seeking for the same thing at the end of the day, and you both are trying to understand the same things. You both are vibrating at the same frequency. You both love each other no matter what. Even if the separation has been for years, the love does not fade. You cannot really think extreme of your twin flame. Even when you're hating your twin flame, there is extensive amount of love in that hate. Your twin flame is that lover who you can never really stop loving, and you might feel like, oh, I cannot be with that person, but you really cannot stop loving. You cannot get them out of you. They're just inside of you somewhere or the other. You're constantly feeling them somewhere or the other. They just don't get out of your system. And with false twin flame, you might be like, oh, is this my twin flame? No, this might not be, but it isn't. Is this a false twin flame? With your twin flame, you might not even know about the twin flame term because you wouldn't need it. You would feel like, okay, perhaps this is the one. If you're not healed and have a lot of conditioning. You might even move out of the relationship thinking that, oh, this is too good to be true, this cannot be real, I need to move out of this love, this is toxic. If you're not healed, that might also show up. But both of you are seeking for the same things, and sooner or later when you do the inner work, you get more pushed towards that person. And if you're doing the inner work, you're finally pushed out of the false twin flame journey too. When you're truly seeking for God, when you're truly seeking for love, when you're truly seeking for your authentic sense of self and affirming only what you want, and you've walked on through your fear, you truly realize the difference, and you just unabashedly claim and go for what you truly seek, what you truly love, because fearlessly it's already yours. That's twin flame love. Thank you, and love and light to you. If you want to book a private session, healing, coaching, and literally the list goes on, in the description box below you will find my details where you can contact me and go for the session. More to that, I have something more amazing to tell you, and that is, I myself have been through a false twin flame journey. I had a false twin flame, and I went back and forth thinking, is my true twin flame my twin flame, or my false twin flame is my twin flame? And I even started a business with my false twin flame thinking it was my twin flame, and trying to sabotage that my twin flame was my twin flame, because we ended up in a horrendous note. But I was in between sure, kind of like maybe my twin flame is my twin flame. But I just did not want to accept it, because there was certain truth in me which I was worried I would be judged if I lived that truth. It would affect another reality if I lived that truth, because that's how deep your layers can go in. That's how deep you can think when it is in energy vibrational thinking process. And in that process, in that vibration, when you really think in terms of an energy, just feel scared if your energy would be a negative vibration or a positive vibration, and you just do not want to bring in any disharmony, because you also have a lot of gratitude, and you may really think of a lot of things overloading your mind because of maybe a dysfunctional family pattern, which is like 85% of the population have a dysfunctional family pattern. So having to know that whenever you have that fear considered in you, there are many things that you do not want to admit but you really want, and that might give you other fear of death, fear of scarcity. And that is also there, because the main fear of scarcity is like, I'll not have enough, that's why I'll not chase my dream. And these are the fears that hold us back into the first twin flame journey of the karmic cycle. But whenever you work on these fears, you start to get pushed out from that vortex, and you reach a vortex where you're like, oh, finally I can breathe, and okay, I can see beyond, and beyond all the hatred, beyond all the pain, beyond all the ego, the pain, the inner lining pain I feel. Beyond that pain, I just feel a lot of love, which I was avoiding and not accepting, because that pain is there in the first place, because I was wanting love from this person, or wanting this relationship to work out. So if I want something so desirably, things will turn out no matter how and what. But we get stuck in that how and what process, and that's also a process. And with the how and what, we might be experiencing false twin flame journey, or much of 3D relationship, which is easier to digest and believe. But to see beyond all of that, knowing only love is real, and feeling that love for that one person you really feel love for, and going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, and feeling through your layers, you just end up to your truth. For me, the truth wasn't an easy process. I was like, oh my god, I don't believe this. Like, I do not want to take this pain. I would rather cling on to my false twin flame. I tried to feel like this feels more like a twin flame, because there's signs and everything. But upon really going deeper and deeper, you also realize, because I realized that the signs and everything is an alert from the universe, because it's not usual. We would have grown up seeing signs, because we were always confided within. The more we go on the outside and fragment from our true self, our true twin flame, the more signs starts to show up, so that we can perhaps go within, feel our sense of self, and just let go of that penetrating pain that is holding us back, because that hurts, that really, really hurts. And beyond that hurt lies your truth, which you might be scared to accept, but accept your truth. Your truth is unique, and there are vibrations vibrating in that frequency, and you're not wrong. Every vibration counts, every intention counts. Nobody is right, nobody is wrong. Wherever you are, you are. Wherever is your vibration is your vibration. You need to live that vibration, because that gives you joy and happiness. That is your truth. And no matter who cares and does not care about you, ultimately you will reach that vortex of your vibration where you align with only those who care about your vibration. And in that state of being, you feel complete surrealism, complete hopefulness, and completely be at peace without having any hindrances. And that's when you've claimed your authentic truth, and you can differentiate between a false twin flame and twin flame. And that I'm sharing from a very personal experience. So I hope this video, or rather audio, really helps you all, because been there, done that, and just wanted to share my insight. Otherwise, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a tarot card reader, I'm a healer, I'm a quantum therapist, specialized in emotional expansion. I have battled through a twin flame dynamic where I was coming from a dysfunctional family, so I was carrying the recurring patterns of beating up my own self to attract abuse in that relationship. So I constantly began to question, but the abuse was two-sided. From my end, it was emotional abuse of infidelity and that attracting extreme behavioral pattern from him. And forgiveness for me was easy, and I don't intend to disclose because of a lot of comments. But at the end of the day, the truth is that no matter how extreme your twin flame relationship is, beyond all the pain, beyond all that is, whenever you're still feeling that love, whenever you're still feeling that thing that is holding you back, and it feels like literally a boulder, a pebble in your shoe, it's like lack of self-love. And when you completely push that out and you completely claim in your truth that whatever I want is I want, and I claim it no matter what, fearlessly and effortlessly, giving whatever I think I fear, I just let that go, because I know that's not going to happen. Whatever I want will happen at the end of the day. So letting that go completely, you just claim what you want, and then things start to fall in place, and your twin flame shows up in your reality even if you have not met, and if you try this technique. By the way, thank you, and love and light to you. Namaste.